So for those of you who have been following me, you know I have been on this journey after having kids of balancing my schmormones. So basically, I have been really struggling. It's been 1 year since I've stopped breastfeeding and 2 years since I've had my last baby. And through that, my cycles have not been, they've been regular, but not with what the symptoms are, I would say. I would say that the heat, it's been really bad with the heat intolerance. Like I was struggling with that really bad, getting very sweaty, especially into that ovulation period where I would still feel that heat. I was having issues with increased anxiety right before my period, which is something I never had struggled with before. I was having insomnia. My emotions would be all over the place, and I have never been like a super heavy girl, but like it was really, really heavy, very, very intense, and very, very painful. Like again, this isn't something I've ever really struggled with, but very crampy, very uncomfortable, and very painful. So I would go to the doctor and they would just tell me the only thing we can do for you is put you on birth control. Of course, that doesn't resonate with me. If it resonates with you, great. And you know, so many birth controls have helped people over time, but just with the extra added hormones in my body, I didn't want to do that. So I wanted to look for more things that could help balance, you know, all those things within inside me naturally. So I started taking Femositol, and I started this about 3 months ago. So again, I initially took it because the heat intolerance was so bad. I'm talking y'all sweaty in the middle of the night. It felt like it was all the time. And then I just wanted to take it for that. Of course, I had all my other issues, but that was just something I could tell there was just something unbalanced. So I started taking it, and within like the second cycle, I could really feel that heat kind of go down. To say there's no heat at all, that would be a lie. I still get warm, and that's normal with like our temperatures fluctuating, but it wasn't like debilitating. I didn't feel like I had to be like naked in the middle of the night or anything like that. I just felt like it was better the third time around, and now I feel like it is not as heavy and it is not as painful. And this is the only thing that like I've been taking for that. I do take black seed oil as well, but I always take it around that time. The heaviness and the really bad cramping, I just wanted to see if this would help. And it honestly, you guys, like it has been such a difference. Like it wasn't as heavy, it wasn't as long, and it definitely wasn't as painful. And I think that things are just starting to regulate themselves a little bit more. So I do feel like the heat has been better, that heat intolerance. And I also do feel like the heaviness and the cramping has also subsided as well. Now, of course, there's not one thing that's like a miracle. This is just my experience and my story with this. I know that it has actually helped a lot of different people, especially those with PCOS, but I just want to be real and talking to you guys as someone who is struggling on this journey to help balance all those, you know, things that go in our bodies. So I will leave a link for this, but if you want to try it yourself, if you're, you know, someone who does not want to try birth control, but this is also something that you can discuss with your doctor. But I am feeling very happy because I am actually seeing changes, and I'm starting to feel more like myself again and not all over the place.